Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Season 2 of the BillyJoe Podcast. Guys, we can't thank you enough for supporting us during our Season 1. 27th of February was our first episode.
Yeah. Crazy,
Yeah.
And we haven't missed a week ever since. Every week we have brought you an episode. We have brought you a guest. And Season 2 is no different. Billy, how are you?
To answer your question truthfully, Joey, I'm a bit sore, bro, to be honest.
Yeah. In a bit of pain?
I'm in a bit of pain. Done my back in blowing up my kids' Christmas presents over the weekend. And
Mate, I'll carry you through this one.
thank you, brother. So I've had a few Voltarens and Eurofins to get me through, brother. But we're here because I'm excited.
Absolutely.
And it's banger, absolute belts today.
This one's a massive one. Without further ado, I want to introduce to you two guys. They're one short of their dynamic trio. These guys started off as a rap group, one of the biggest rap groups in Australia. You might know them as 21 District, but today you will know them as Bros and Cons. We got J Lex and Malik. My brothers, welcome.
Welcome, boys.
Thank you so much for having us.
What an intro.
Bro,
That made the hairs on the back of my neck stand up.
Bro,
You should get intros for boxing rings or something.
You reckon?
He goes, bro, that jacked me up.
I had a bit more, but I thought, you know what? I want to get straight into it.
Yeah.
I don't want you guys to hang on for too much longer.
we're so grateful that you guys have us on, man.
Man,
I remember watching the early stages of you guys' videos. It was very genuine, very authentic. We loved it, bro.
thank you, man. You guys, I'll never forget right at the start, Billy, and we came from humble beginnings. We used to record out of my boardroom in my office. And it was like a 2x2 square meter room, couple of cameras. Shout out to Billy Hannah.
Big bad Phil. I miss Phil.
Phil.
OG's know who Phil is.
Yeah. He was our producer, done great work for us, got us to a certain level, and then we grew into this space. And to see how we evolved, but at that time, you guys actually reacted to one of our videos, and we were small.
Yeah.
We were like, I'm not saying we're massive now. We've obviously got heaps of growing to do, but to have you boys react to one of our videos with one of our guests, I think that's when our relationship started.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
100%.
You know, we reached out, we started inboxing, boys, thank you so much. Then we followed each other.
Yeah.
And for you guys to accept our invitation to come on means the world to us.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
No, it's amazing. It's amazing to finally be with you guys. I remember telling my brothers, as podcasters or any field, you kind of look at not more so your competitors, but just anyone else in the field where you can learn from them and stuff.
Yeah.
You guys definitely were like, you guys, when it comes to reels and edits, you guys were A tier. To us anyway.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of podcasts out there where they're good, but they just don't present as authentic as you guys. And because we are from almost the same background as you guys,
100%.
when I listen to you guys talk, you guys listen to us talk, it's like we both came from the same street.
Absolutely.
Literally did
Yeah.
that, but it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Absolutely. And that's why we resonated and we connected, because you are the boys from the area.
Yeah.
And we've never veered away from that fact that we're just two Lebos from the area. But we've always said the Lebanese culture, the Tongan culture, the Samoan culture,
Yeah.
they're such alike.
Yeah.
And
100%.
and Mario Tartak was sitting in your chair, Malik.
Yeah.
And we had Samuela Fainu sitting in your chair, J Lex. And Mario said it perfectly. We have the 3 F's that are so. This is why we're so similar with our cultures. It's faith, it's food,
It's family.
it's family.
I love that.
Oh, that's so good.
True or what? True?
That's
Yeah,
hectic.
100%.
That's bad.
So when Mario said that, it was like, fuck, you know what? He's right.
Mm.
That makes so much sense. This is why the connection is there. And absolutely you hit the nail on the head, J Lex. We don't see competitors. You know, we see brothers on a mission.
Yeah.
and you're out there to achieve one thing, and that's to inspire the next generation.
Amen.
100%.
And this is what we love about. But what we love more about it is where you boys actually came from,
Yeah.
because you could have kept going down that route you were on, and let's be real, it was making you hectic coin.
Yeah.
You walked away from money, is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
You know, so to give that up at your peak, and how old were you boys?
So it started in 2019. I would have been, how old was I? 23? You would have
Yeah, I would have been
22.
22.
See, that's to
Babies,
me,
Babies, bro, babies.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
You at that age, being at that height in your career, making that kind of money, to then walk away from it. It wasn't like you were 40 years old
Nah.
in the industry for 20 years,
Yeah.
saying, you know what, I'm over it. Yous were at your peak, probably haven't even hit your peak.
Yeah, nah. Definitely not.
100%.
You know, and you have decided to walk away from it and flip your lives on its head. But we don't want to jump. Can we go from the beginning? Where did you boys grow up? What was your childhood like? And lead us into when you did start getting into a little trouble as young
Yeah.
lads.
I'll let Malik start off.
So our childhood was very, we come from a poor family. So like any other island family, we grew up, wanting to have what all the other kids have. And especially coming to Australia, I forgot to mention we came from Tonga actually. So we were like little imports or like little freshy kids.
Yeah.
We come down to Sydney and we see all the Lebo boys, all the Tongan boys here as well. They got their TNs, the Nikes. The older boys are driving around in Ferraris and everything. We knew all the boys were doing up to no good because, everyone was cash and no one was working.
Yeah.
So we sort of looked up to that life as youngins, and because we came from Tonga, we weren't that really close with our other peers that were our ages, So we sort of had to go about ourselves and learn the streets, the street culture ourselves. At the time, we weren't even fitting in with school, so learning about crime, we basically went out by ourselves and learned the ropes ourselves. We started with petty crimes and all that other stuff. This is what we thought will look after ourselves or make us the money the same way the other boys had money. Before I get into the crime and that, but I'll let Jay explain a bit about our family and how it was.
Yeah. So
Talk about the area as well that you grew up in. And
originally born in the capital, Canberra. We're capital boys. We're more Australian than you can get. So, and then obviously we're born into Canberra, and I think my parents, they just wanted us to be born here to have the citizenship.
Yeah.
Then they took us to Tonga to grow up there. I stayed there until I was about the age of 8. And over there, I learned a lot of fundamentals I still keep with me today. Yeah. And they're starting to bleed out now as I'm older, like the core traditional values that we hold as Tongans and all family oriental stuff and faithful things and that. Anyways, we went to Tonga. We came back. We were living in Granville. Now, for any kid that grew up in Granville, even back in the days, there was a lot of big ballers. Big game players were in Granville. Granville Boys High School, where we went to, it was home to a lot of high-profile criminals that would come out to say that they came from Granville Boys earlier on. So as a kid, you're growing up. Now, I used to always say my family was, we come from a poor family. Guess what? I grew up and realized, bro, everyone was poor. And then I realized it's not the families, it's where we live. Sydney is the second most expensive city in the world?
Yeah, about that.
And I think it's just getting worse.
Bro, you're not wrong.
I think it's just getting worse. And I feel like there's an immense pressure when you're young to just to survive. Yeah, so growing up in Granville is very Middle Eastern dominant, and I'd say Lebanese to be sure. It's 100% a lot of Lebanese influence in the area. Now, there was a lot to learn about these guys because a lot of the immigrants that came couldn't even speak English. Couple weeks, he owns a tobacconist in the corner.
Wow.
What the hell?
Bro, you're
Yeah.
What the hell? Like it's just
Secret.
They're bloody opening up El Jannah, mate.
Right. But you can see the fundamentals of how Lebanese were raised like overseas. Tongans, within 2 weeks, the only thing they'll know is where all the KFCs are. That's about it. That's the only progress we're making, bro.
And which aisle Fanta's in.
Yeah, exactly. And so, yeah, exactly. And so when you, like, there was a lot that I learned from my Lebanese mates, even in school and stuff, was just a hustle, the hustle hard mentality. And I think the Sydney mentality, you would adapt as you're growing up, especially in Western Sydney. You'd learn that to live here, to survive here, you have to hustle. You have to hustle. And there is a rhythm of Sydney that if you go to Brisbane or Canberra or Melbourne, you'll feel out of place. You'll feel lost.
Yeah.
I know this because I've gone. I've gone to Canberra. I felt sick.
Oh, to actually live?
Yeah. I went there for like a week or something with my missus. I was going through the shopping mall. There's no kids screaming. There's no one fighting in the corner. There's no Lebo swearing at someone.
Any more laid back than being in a coma?
Bro, I felt car sick.
Yeah.
I felt car sick.
This guy took too much pills. I told you, bro.
I wanted to get some of those pills.
My wife's got them downstairs in the car.
No, but there's a rhythm of Sydney that you learn, you adapt at a very young age, which is what we learn. We learn to adapt to this never-ending hustle that you had to keep afloat. It doesn't matter what. And at that age, we weren't really seeing morally what was correct and not. Mind you, my dad was a pastor. He was a pastor at the church right next door. You could throw a rock at it from our house.
Wow.
So he was a pastor there, and
I think I know which one.
yeah, Dokai Kolo.
Is it the one on Knob Street?
The one on Knob Street.
Yeah, the blue and white one.
The blue and white one.
I know.
Our house was
Am I
right
sick?
next to it.
Am I sick or?
That's crazy.
Yeah, I think I know.
That's crazy. But most of the Tongans, we all came from that church.
Yeah. I love my mates.
Granville. So us growing up in the house, our house was literally the house right next to Knob Street. Now, when you grow up, like, there's a lot of things that you don't understand. Because when I was young, I'm thinking, we had to miss out on a lot of excursions. We would jig school because we knew that there was excursions. We don't want to go up in front of the classroom and, give the permission slip to my teacher without the money and say we can't go.
Yeah, wow.
So we'd like jump out of the gates. We'd go and jig, and that's where this cycle started happening. When you're young, the way I saw it anyway, personally, the only money my parents had was all going into the church. And I know a lot of Tongan families were struggling with this same issue. A lot of the finances, like, they're very faithful people, Tongans, right?
They are.
They put a lot of their faith, like, just they put it. How would you say it?
A lot of the energy into it.
A lot of energy into their faith,
And the rest.
and you know what? When you grow up and you realize how expensive it is to live here, you start realizing the reason why they were flushing out their money is because hope was all they had. We were literally living on a string. With 9 kids, 9 kids in a 2-bedroom house. That Knob Street house was 2-bedroom.
Wow.
At one stage, we stayed in a tent outside in the back. My dad for Christmas bought a big a 3-room tent, and we were excited about it. To be honest. So all the boys would sleep outside in the back, and the 3 girls would sleep inside.
Yeah.
My parents would have the 1 room, and then the girls would have 1 room.
Yep.
Then there's a lounge room, and then outside is the tent where me and all my brothers stayed. 6 boys.
Did you just know at that time that? Did you think anything at that time, or was it just that's how?
Bro, at that time, when you grow up in like big Tongan families, it's very like you have your own thoughts, but it's always about working together as a team. The Tongan families, from especially our one, growing up, it's a very selfless feeling growing up, and like if you like step out of way to say like, oh man, like, I want more on my plate. Why is he? That never happens.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
It never happens. Everyone just accepts what they're given, and then what you make after that is you. You got to go hustle.
Yep.
So that's where we went wrong.
Yeah.
We started going out, getting our own hands dirty because we didn't want mum and dad to like stress out about, getting our school stuff or buying us the latest ASICs.
And it's actually mad you bring up the church because another thing that had to do with us stepping into crime is we were living in the house next door to the church, and not many people know this, but before the new church was built, the old church was actually shot at.
Old church was shot.
I remember that.
You actually remember that?
Yeah. Yeah.
So when that
What's it? Early 2000s, eh?
would have been early 2000s.
Like 2002, something like that.
I don't know,
No,
but
a bit later.
it's hard to even find a news article on it. But so at the time, we were just very young. We would have been 10, 9.
Yeah.
And so we moved into the house next door to the church. And so you can imagine, as youngins, we always seen crime as sort of mixed with ambition and fear at the same time. We used to think, but the church got shot at. Like, we can't be your average kids that just walk around like acting like everything's normal. Yeah. We had to watch our backs from a young age. Only not that we had anything to do with the shooting, but because that was the environment.
If your place of worship,
So close to home.
So close to home.
Yeah.
It's a church too, Joey. Like once your church is getting shot at,
100%. That's like I know when our church in the past, you know, just as recently as St. Michael's in Belfield, you know, there was a pride thing. They wanted to come to the church and protest.
Oh, wow.
At one of the churches in the area, mate.
Oh, wow. Was that
recently?
your church?
Was that like
was that big thing that was on the news?
See that? See those 1,000 lebos?
Yeah.
That's what you do to protect your church.
Yeah.
When you're under threat, and when you're talking bullets, we're talking rainbow flags.
wow.
Yeah.
So you can imagine if there's bullets flying at your church, mate, you know it's on.
Yeah.
You know it's on. But it's, what was Dad's take? Did Dad know? Now let me tell you, man, I've got 2 kids, and I sometimes struggle with time.
Yeah.
And struggle to be all over things.
Yeah.
And Billy's got 3 and he feels the same way.
Not wrong.
I can't imagine your father and your mother, 9 kids.
Yeah.
How did he have a handle on all of that? Did he know what yous were getting up to?
Well, I guess that's what kind of gave us room, eh?
Yeah.
Because there wasn't a lot of quality control. Mind you, he's a full-time pastor. This guy is out there saving souls. And at home, it's very hard for him to see what's happening underneath your nose. I don't know there's a name for it. When something is happening,
Flying under the radar.
yeah, when something is happening so close to you that it's too unnoticeable.
So close to you, yeah.
And what he was doing, he was full-time pastoring like hundreds, and I'm sure he bring hundreds, thousands of people to Christ. But in that time when we were young growing up, we were just trying to survive, man. We were trying to survive in the environment that was given to us. We had to just play the cards that was dealt to us at that time. What were you going to say?
No, I was just adding to what you were saying.
Yeah.
And he was a pretty strict dad.
Yeah.
I won't take that away from him. He was pretty strict. He was always onto us. But I think we were just stubborn. We were just very young and stubborn. Like, I always believed that there was more to this. Like, there's no way I'm going to get into a 9-to-5 job.
Yeah.
And then work my way up from the bottom. And mind you, my dad was actually an owner of a security business before he became a pastor.
Yeah.
So he had money coming in left, right, and center. We've actually seen a good life before we ended up next to the church.
Right. Yeah.
We had multiple houses with pools and everything.
Yeah.
And we went from that to my dad just saying, I want to be a full-time pastor.
He gave everything away. He gave everything away. And my mum would go on to explain to us later, because I would ask my mum later, like, why didn't he put down a down deposit for a house and that? And then she'd tell me that the struggles. She goes to me, you see how you boys struggle with like alcohol, drugs, the criminal life. You guys don't know about that. Your dad's done all of that tenfold. And the reason why he had to give away the riches together with all of that is because it came with it. It came with it.
Yeah.
He had to start with nothing to learn the ways of the Lord again. And that's pretty much, and I'm starting to understand it now as I'm growing up, that like how money and like, I don't know, like how money and property and things,
Distracts you.
yeah, materialistic things of this world, how it can really distract you from what you're supposed to be doing.
Amen.
You're in the devil's playground.
Uh-huh.
You're in the devil's playground,
Yeah.
especially when money's involved, bro. There comes a lot of things, drugs, women.
Yep.
Not even that, just something so simple as looking down at someone and thinking, oh,
Yeah.
who the fuck are you? You know,
Yeah.
a lot of things. I bet my life. I asked your dad now, what life would you rather? He told me. I don't want.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
100%.
That's mad, boys.
And I guess that wraps up like the early stages of how
That was the
how we
early
started.
stages.
Yeah.
Because we don't want to take anything away from my parents. They were very good parents. It was more of us. So
It's never a reflection, Jay. It's never a reflection.
Yeah.
I can tell you, brought up hard Christian household.
Yeah.
Mate, I've let Dad down. and mum down. It's got nothing to do with their upbringing.
Mm.
I'm sure you guys, if the school rang up or you got done by the cops, you's a shit in it at 14.
Oh, 100%.
Thinking, what the fuck, Dad's, what's he going to do to us, yeah?
Yeah.
So let's talk about the first time he's got arrested.
Oh, bro.
Where were yous? What was it about?
So, man, it's actually crazy. The first time I got arrested, so I just come to Australia. I know in Tonga, everyone gets punished. You get smashed if you do anything wrong.
Yeah.
I remember my first time ever getting charged. I got into a fallout with a guy in near Cronulla. I started smashing him. He had blood coming out, like his face was bad. I regretted this instantly. But I remember when I first went to the cop shop, this would have been my first GBH charge.
This guy was,
I was
16 when this happened.
Yeah, wow.
I was thinking, fuck, I'm gone. Like I'm doing 10 years in jail as a kid. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
I went to the cop shop. They held me for 4 hours, gave me paper and let me walk. And I was like, bro, I just done a GBH charge.
Yeah.
Does that mean like I'm going to get slapped on the wrist every single time? That would have been like the first time I got charged. With that charge came on like a 4-hour pursuit in Cronulla. I was running on foot. I was jumping into the ocean. I was coming out. I was jumping in fences. I done this 4-hour chase on foot in Cronulla just to be let out 4 hours after in the police station.
So you're technically the first Tongan Iron Man. That's crazy. 4 hours.
Yeah, 4 hours. I remember it was
The helicopter as well, eh?
What?
long run.
We went there to look for him. Me and my oldest brother, Will, we went there to look for him. There was choppers out, everything.
Wow.
And us knowing him, we're like, bro, what did this guy do?
Yeah.
He earned 5 stars on GDA, bro.
But I guess if I'd done that as an adult, I would have copped at least 4 years.
Yeah,
Easily.
Yeah.
absolutely.
Manly, sorry, Joe, can I just ask, what's the 14, 15, 16-year-old Tongan boy from Granville doing in Cronulla on his own with a I'm dead set. No, man, I'm dead set, bro, with a GBH charge on him. Like, what are you doing?
So around that time, 15-year-old Islanders in general, like from Mount Druitt, Blacktown and Granville, a lot of the Islanders will meet up and drink at a young age.
Yeah.
Especially Gunners.
Not just
Gunners.
some, especially Gunners. That's what they call it.
What's
Gunners.
Gunners?
in
Sorry, what's
Cronulla.
Gunners?
Gunners is Gunner Matter. It's a famous rock pool in what do you call it, in Cronulla, right next to the station where you can walk to. All the Islanders used to frequent this place in summer. All of them, everyone. We used to all see each other.
Yeah.
Now, when you have Islanders coming down from different areas, that's where this stuff unpacks.
Is that all mates?
Yeah.
Is that all mates in a nutshell?
Yeah.
Okay, so I want to touch on something that we're going to touch on a bit more later. So this age now, 16 years of age, you guys are coming from Guildford,
Yeah.
which is 2-1 district.
Yeah, 21 district.
Where is your rap? That's where your rap name came from.
Yeah, so we named it 21 District because we've lived in all these postcodes, Guildford, Granville, Marylands and Auburn, and all of those postcodes start with 2-1.
2-1.
Yeah.
And then there's also Fairfield and Blacktown. There's all these boys who we're familiar with, so that's why we just grouped it all together and called it 21.
Okay.
The more the merrier.
But before 21 district came about, there was actually Inner West
Versus Greater West.
versus Greater West
Yeah.
beef.
Yeah.
And you guys, were you part of it before the rap group?
Yeah.
You've lived it?
By a
Yeah,
landslide.
So,
I think we got involved in that, without even forcing ourselves.
It wasn't even.
Yeah, it sort of spread out like a disease around the whole area. A lot of innocent boys were getting involved just for being Islanders and just for being around.
Yeah.
I can't remember, but at the time in Granville, Islanders were not only beefing Mount Druitt boys, they were also beefing Sudanese boys in Granville.
Yeah.
So, and the Islander boys and the Sudanese boys were going tit for tat. So it wasn't really like people were targeting a certain individual.
Race, yeah.
It was more like a race thing. So I think there was a lot of innocent people that got involved who had nothing to do with anything.
Yeah.
And then there was a lot of innocent people that were just wanted to be involved just so they can feel protected, And it sort of happened with me as well. As a young, I got involved in a drama that I was never involved in, and I decided to put 2 feet in. And I was like, I ended up meeting up with some of the boys from Para, and I started learning about this war going on between us and Mount Druitt. And I remember telling the boys, yeah, this happened to me. I was pressed at the station. I said, let's get together. The next time you're going down, I'm coming with you, you know? And I can imagine that situation happened to a lot of other boys that were getting involved, you know?
Yeah.
Some of the biggest faces now who are repping the codes, you know, a lot of them would have got involved into something that they weren't involved in the first place as well. It sort of became like an area thing, you know?
Wow. So, do you guys know of? And have you guys lost someone close to you that wasn't a gangster, that was just an innocent bystander to this turf war?
Well, we've definitely lost a lot of friends along the way, and it's very, I don't know, it's vague, the word innocent, because I would know a lot of boys that have passed away as innocent, but they were just doing the wrong thing or at the wrong place at the wrong time. And at the end of the day, a lot of these boys that are in the turf war, they just want to look out for their mates, as you do, as any man does. You just want to look out for your mates, but it's that on steroids. It's that on steroids. And because the turf war between Inner West and Greater West were predominantly islanders, this is what blew up the music scene. So it's kind of like this. How can I explain it? Like in football, you always have good NRL matches, but when it's Tonga versus Samoa, you know it's a clash of titans.
It's on.
Yeah.
Everyone wants to come and see the big boys clash each other.
Yeah.
This is what happened when the music scene popped. You got Islanders rapping and Islanders having brawls, and everyone was just kind of like, oh, bro, this is the clash of titans. And that's how it kind of unfolded like that.
So let's talk about that. When did you realize you boys actually had a talent?
I
think we never realized that.
I still haven't
yet to come past that.
realized that. Like, it's funny how you said early before our podcast that you don't listen to our stuff, mate. We don't even listen to our stuff.
Yeah.
Even as we were writing music, we didn't listen to our stuff.
Wow.
Yeah, we never listened to our stuff. When boys used to play at our like drink ups or parties, we'd be like,
Take it off.
"Shut it.
Yeah,
we don't want to hear our voices."
It's awkward. Yeah, almost awkward.
Look, for us, we did it for the turf war. We didn't do it for the fame or the
Clout.
praise.
Yeah,
We didn't
100,
do it.
bro.
A lot of these boys, like younger boys don't understand that me and my brother have been in the turf war before the music came. So a lot of it was natural instincts for us.
It was personal. It was more personal. Yeah, it wasn't.
So we jumped on the mic to represent. We didn't jump on the mic to get clicks and to get views. We wanted to let people know, all right, you guys got rappers there. We got rappers here as well. And we're ready to go.
Well, let me tell you what you did do. Obviously, you boys know I'm a DJ, yeah? So I'll get to clubs. If I'm DJing in Western Sydney, whether I'm not going to drop the names, but if I'm playing in Plumpton, Rudy Hill, anywhere, bro, I'm sure you boys get the gist of where I'm talking about. There was actually a list in the DJ booth. Do not play 21 District.
No way.
Depending which area I'm playing in.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
If I'm in Para, do not play 1-4.
Wow.
Yeah.
If I'm out west, do not play 21 District. Do not play Sydney Youngers. Do not play any of this
Yeah.
stuff. Don't even play Young and Lips. Shout out to Lippy, by the way.
Yeah.
Wow.
And he's not a driller.
Yeah.
Lippy's not a driller. He's just got like mad sexy
R&B
R&B.
vocals.
I'm a big fan.
Yeah.
Played at a couple of his shows. And that's not the point. But that's how serious it got, my bro.
Yeah.
It was very rough, Joey.
So
Very rough. Nice drink, by the way. What are you drinking?
Oh, Oxyshade watermelon, my favorite.
Oh yeah, nice, bro. Yeah, I seen you having a sip.
I've got to say, this peach mango is off its fucking head. Bro, it is so nice.
Oxy shred, bro.
It's good, eh?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, good.
So I'll just take a sip.
So there's no caffeine. There's one with no caffeine.
This one has zero caffeine. I know you were telling me before you don't do well with caffeine. It
Yeah.
makes your heart race.
Yeah.
Mine does as well.
Yep.
If I do have an energy drink, I'll only have once.
Yep.
Once in the day, and then I won't go any more than that. I've got a bit of a heart issue. I milked out a lot of my years partying.
Oh no way.
Yeah, so my heart's not doing too well with anything that stimulates the heart.
Yeah.
I should get checked out, bro.
This is a perfect drink for that, Jay.
Yeah.
I'm blown away. So you guys started this group basically just to clap back at anything that was being said. So who came first? Was it 1-4 or 21 District?
So 1-4 came first.
Yeah.
This is leaving out the elders who have already sang in the past. We had elders that were making YouTube songs.
From both sides. There was
that-
elders
yeah.
from the Inner West and then also elders from their area that they done tit for tats as well.
And I remember
Wow.
1-4 started,
Elders as in older gangsters.
older gangsters,
Yeah, yeah.
OGs,
Yeah.
like they had all different gangs back then, you know.
Okay, cool.
And so, yeah, I remember when 1-4 started, it was actually Jay's idea, but I wanted to support Jay. I thought this was a mad idea, but I remember telling Jay one time, because 1-4 started this song and it was starting to get traction. A lot of people in Sydney liked it. They were like, oh, we don't have to listen to American music. Like, this is mad. And that's how a lot of our boys were thinking as well. At least it's from Sydney, you know? They were dissing like one of the boys, and you know, no one thought much of it because all the boys are always going back and forth, brawling.
Yeah,
like everyone knows when we see each other, it's going to be on again. Who cares?
Yeah.
But yeah, I remember just sitting down one time and telling this guy like, "Fuck, like, bro, I'm not going to listen to it." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then we had to talk about it. We're like, "Oh, why not? It's from Sydney." And I was like, nah, I'm not going to listen to it. And then this guy came up with the idea. He's like, why don't we make our own song so we can listen to it, you know?
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck, that's a mad idea. I never thought much of it. The next day, I think it was, Jay's already made chords. He's done the connections. He's hit up DJs, everything. And, you know, he put this plan together. And my thought process going through with this is I was thinking, oh, this is mad. Like, I don't know who's going to rap on it, but I'll go rap on it. Like I said, next time we have a drink up, I'll start listening to our boys.
Have you ever rapped about before?
I've never rapped.
Nah.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
Same as me, bro.
Yeah, come
Same
on,
as
bro.
me.
Fucking ballsy, bro.
Same as me. I actually said on my first podcast, on my first show on Bros and Cons that I had with the boys, I said that I wasn't supposed to be in the song. I sorted everything out, and then I listened to my verse, and I go, bro, that's trash.
We were saying the same thing. We're like, fuck, this
This is trash. And then the boys would just be like, fuck it, lad. Just do it. Who
Just
cares?
hit record.
Yeah,
You didn't want to be singers. You were just replying.
That's right. And that is literally why we called it the reply.
yeah.
Because the boys were like, bro, what do we call it? I'm like, the reply. And that's how it happened.
Bro, that jammed me up that track. Okay, I played it once, but I sent the party into turmoil, bro. Back at going fucking hectic. I was in the right area when I played it, so it's all good.
Yeah.
Bro. Yeah, it was good.
So
I was on a boat.
you record the first one.
Yeah.
How far into it did you think, okay, this is becoming something?
Yeah.
Bro, it all
it is.
started from after the reply. Like, we went, like, because we used to frequent Maryland's Mall. I still remember walking through the mall, going to get a pair of shoes. Bro, I was getting
Stockland?
stopped. Yeah. It's getting stopped from all these people, all these kids, and I was like freaking out because at this time I'm still a criminal. So
You don't hate. You don't.
running up to me, touching me. I'm turning around, thinking, what's going on? And all these kids are like, oh,
You're about to knock one of these kids out.
bro, I was
Want to stay low profile.
freaking out.
Just want to stay low profile.
And it's mostly the kids, the school kids that they loved it. And they're coming up to me. And then that's where I thought it ended. But then I had full grown-ups, like Tongans, like I'm a relatively small Tongan for the Tongans in the area.
Yeah.
I had Tongans twice my size, huge giants, come up, oh, you a photo, bro?
Are you docs? Is that you?
Is that you guys? I was like, damn, like this. And that's when I started realizing, hold on, we got something here. We got something powerful here. And the boys in the area started being proud of where they're from, only because of that one song. Now, I admit that song was it was a draft release at most. At most.
Yeah. And I remember they wanted to work on it.
They wanted to work on it.
Nah, now, brother.
But we were just like, get it out there.
Drop it.
These aren't musos. These aren't musos, bro. You want to reply.
We just wanted to
And
reply.
back then, like a lot of criminals would listen to you if they know who you are, if they know what you've done on the streets.
Yeah.
So we went off that mentality. We're like, doesn't matter what we sound like, as long as we get respect from the boys, that's all that matters.
That's what we were thinking.
Wow.
And even if I rewind a little bit, before all of this music started, me and Joseph were we were co-eds together, and when we were in juvenile together,
Said my government name.
that came off weird when it came off my tongue. I felt like I snitched or something. It felt so weird.
We'll cut it, lad. We'll cut it.
Me and Malik were co-eds together when we were young, and the charges that we were charged with they weren't light charges. So we were charged for like robbery in company, assault on a police officer, and all these kind of things. GBH. These are things that we were getting up to. I was 15, I was 16.
Wow.
What are we doing at 15, Joe?
I don't know.
Play for St. John's?
I'm still in my nappies.
Fuck.
So when you put that into perspective and then you come up to the studio, we didn't give a rat's ass if anyone liked it or not. We were just like, bro, I've got much more to worry about this, bro.
Malik, I want to ask something, my bro.
Yeah.
I love painting pictures. I want to paint you a picture, bro. You're walking the streets in Maryland's Granville. Like I'm talking back then. You walk in the streets, you see somebody that's not from the area, that you know he's not from the area. He's an op. What does Malik do then, and what does Malik do now?
Oh, bro, back then I would have, like, it was like my identity to protect my area. So I used to...
When you say protect, what do you mean by protect? Sorry to cut you off.
Protect my area, because back then we had islanders coming to our area
Yep.
and looking for victims, looking for people to score points on. That's
to get one up. It was just a numbers game.
Even if it was civilians.
Wow.
Even if it was schoolboys.
Come on, bro. Nah, you got to do what you got to do, bro.
Yeah.
And I was that familiar with the streets, familiar with the faces around the area, that I knew every single new face that would come. And I was so familiar with the lads that were in the areas to the point where I knew the way a person would dress. I could tell if he was one of my enemies and like such and such. But so back then I would have, like, straight away I would have went up to that person and caused a scene.
No talking?
No talking. Oh, a lot of times they would have been talking. I would have like, I used to give people a chance to explain themselves. But I was very evil back then, man. I wouldn't, a lot of the times I wouldn't give people a chance to explain themselves, or, I always wanted people to, like, feel the effect of coming to our area. That was me back then. Yeah. Just very evil. I was always ready to score a point on people. I was always ready to make a name, which is what a lot of younger boys do now. I was always ready to make a name, put a hit on someone, Now, it's actually weird because I actually bump into a lot of, like, people that I used to have beef with. Now it's always good. Like, I'm always the first one to smile and put that gesture out there that I come in peace, Now I sort of get out of my way to try and find peace with the boys that I used to beef with. That's the way I am now. And now I sort of understand the feeling that islanders get when they haven't met someone that's in the area. So now I like going out of my way to, like, build a bridge and, sort everything out. That's, to answer your question in short, that's the way I am.
Great answer, brother.
So I want to ask you, Jay.
Yeah.
And I ask this question with all due respect.
Yeah.
Without disrespecting the past elders from the area that, there's been blood spilt.
Yeah.
From the codes. Do you look back now and think, what the fuck were we doing? How did the postcode, how did the number become this?
Yeah.
Is it justified? Is turf war justified?
Definitely not. To say it doesn't exist, though, is a whole nother thing. And there's a lot of ways to look at it. That's a very good question. Obviously, being very passionate in our transformation now, it's always the easiest answer to just say, what a stupid thing to do. What a stupid ideology, like the turf war and stuff. But coming from where we were, we wouldn't be able to have our message as strong as it is now had we not gone through all of that to save all the other kids that were supposed to come after us.
Whose work's that?
That's God's work, brother.
Amen, my brother.
That's God's work.
So
all glory to God.
That's it, my bro.
Amen. I love that answer, which leads us now into pros and cons.
Yes, sir.
Before we get into that, when did the penny drop for you both when you said, fuck what we're doing, we want to move away from this, and we want to start being positive? Did you guys have dark moments?
Oh, plenty.
Yeah. Was there can we just touch base on a bit of those times where, whether you were lying in your bed thinking, what am I doing? Where am I going?
Yeah.
Have you both faced a depressive state before? Have you been in that state of depression?
Yeah.
Looking for your next move? Can we talk about that?
Yeah, I think when I got locked up in 2019, I got out 2021, the end of 2021. I think I went through a phase where I came out and I was still stuck in the same habits. Jay's already matured up a bit, but I'm the oldest brother. I'm still dragging the boys along with me. And I've just got out of jail. I've just become 10 times worse than what I was before. Now I'm not just pressing boys on the streets. Now I'm pressing dealers. I'm pressing big boys with big status. I've just gone to a whole different ball game, and it wasn't even about the postcode wars anymore. Anyways,
You became proper gangster.
Is that?
I don't want to say proper gangster.
No, but what gangsters
yeah.
do, bro? What
Yeah.
gangsters do,
Is
not-
that because of jail? Did you come out thinking, you know what, I've done a whack now?
So yeah, it's exactly that. I not just that, but going through jail, the mentality that I had, we've just become these big rappers, and the police has just stopped us. I'm now in jail, and now I'm beefing like 100 people. That was my mentality going into jail. So jail is not going to be comfortable for me. Jail, I'm always going to be training. I'm always going to be on edge. I got to watch everyone that comes. I got to make sure my name, I maintain my name inside. So like throughout my whole 2 years, I was always trying to be something. I was never comfortable. Yeah. I was always trying to maintain like my status, maintain everything. And mind you, that this time there's islanders that are going to war with each other. So there's islanders everywhere. But I didn't get to bump into much of my enemies, but I always stayed on my guard. So I've had this guard up to become this really bad criminal who can stand on his own 2 feet. And I remember coming out of jail, I became 10 times worse, and I ended up going back to jail. Before 2025, I ended up going back and forth into jail and out like another 4 to 5 times. And I remember every time I kept going back into jail, I wasn't this person that was trying to lift his guard up anymore. I realized that everything was like becoming more and more fake in front of me. The whole facade, the whole trying to be someone. Every single time I took trips back into jail and coming out. And so when I did come out, I didn't feel at home. I do remember going through a depression stage where I was thinking, like, like no one looks after me. I came to a realization that I only look after myself. And throughout all these years of trying to be someone that protects the area, someone that protects their family, I realized that 9 times out of 10, I'm just there alone looking after myself. So I went through this stage where I was thinking, fuck the world. Like, I don't care about anyone. And that was the reason why I dragged my younger boys into my lifestyle as well, because I just couldn't give up what I was going through. And there was a lot of times where I'd come out of jail and I just wouldn't want to see anyone. I wouldn't want to be around anyone. I didn't want to be around like normal civilians. And I think that played a big part on me because I ended up becoming like more and more lonely, And so I was left with the fact that all I had left was my brothers. That was my mindset. I got out and I was thinking the world has left me behind. And all I got left is my brothers, my poor brothers that are still willing to stay down with me, just to be beside me. And that was one of the biggest things I looked at. And it was one of the biggest changes. It's one of the biggest reasons for my changes, because I remember for a second that if I was to change, my brothers would have to follow my footsteps. And I remember that being the pinnacle of why I changed, because I remember knowing, like in the back of my mind, that this wasn't never for me. Me being able to change will also change the brothers that I'll put down, for most of my life. Especially Jay. Like, I've dragged Jay through like all my crime, my criminal activity. Jay is actually one of those solid guys that is like a diehard brother that will always have your back. He was there at times where I was close to dying, like multiple times. And then even when I got out, he still wanted to stay next to me. He could have excelled in his business and whatever he had, but he decided to stay next to me. And one by one, my brothers were falling. My brothers were going into jail. Jay got done for I don't know, he got done for something. He went to prison. Yeah. My eldest brother just got done for 30 kilos. One by one, all my brothers were falling. And I was like, I felt guilty. I was like, bro, I'm the one that's getting all the boys done and that. But I used to look in the mirror and think, fuck, my brothers are soldiers. We're going to keep going. We're going to go 10 times harder. When William goes inside, then Ronnie's going to come up. If Ronnie goes inside, I'm going to come up, and that's how I used to treat it. And I used to step back and think, fuck, my brothers can live a good life. My brothers weren't as bad as me. A lot of my brothers were criminals, but they were never as bad as me. So I used to think my brothers can actually live like a good life without their headaches. And that was my biggest motivation behind changing. I did go through a massive depression stage in my life, you know.
So you protected the area.
Yeah.
You protected boys that weren't family, weren't blood.
Mm.
You guys were the go-to, right?
Mm.
Anyone who ever felt unsafe,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Anyone wanted to be a part of, they'll come to you, right?
Mm.
You get locked up. Who came to visit you? Who looked after your brothers? Who looked after your family while you were gone?
Mm.
No one.
That's right. No one. Even boys that we've made money with before in the past,
Where did they end up?
they're gone with the wind, man. No one wants to know you.
Yeah.
And that's something massive.
Million.
The younger generation need to understand, because it's all well and good. Yeah, I'll die for the boys. Yeah, sorry, the boys you're willing to die for, they're not going to die for you.
Nah.
Mm.
Nah.
Because that bro code
Yeah.
is not there.
It's a fallacy, bro.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's safe to say it's not there.
No.
You know who's there? It's the brothers.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
You know, the brothers that are going to be staunch, stay staunch,
Yeah.
be there for you when you get out. And it's so fucking beautiful that you saw that, right?
Yeah.
Which leads you guys into Bros and Cons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How did that come about? How did the name come about? What was the motivator? Was it automatically fucking make a positive change?
You know what's crazy? My idea of 21 District, which is what spiraled out of control, getting us all locked up. Like, yeah, it did get our names like started up there, but it came with a lot of baggage, a lot of bad baggage. Bros and Cons idea was actually his idea, and I remember he told me at a pub, and my first reaction was like, "Lad, what? You want to do a podcast?" I'm like, "Lad, we're gangsters." That's not what I said. But along those lines,
Yeah. You're thinking
beers.
that. Yeah.
I had a few beers and I was already warming the shoulders. I'm
Cool about does that to you, bro?
That's what I mean. That's why it's like, and this guy was like, he was so passionate about it as well. And I remember saying later on to him, this had to be the Holy Spirit, like, you know,
Amen.
in your heart. Because he was so passionate about it, he wouldn't drop it. And I thought it was one of those ideas that you just bring up in like, you know, when you like, get like, oh, I don't know if you guys have in the past, but you know when you rack talk?
Rack talk.
Yeah.
Want to know what
I
it
was
is?
going to say that, eh?
Hey,
What it is, man?
I was going to
after a couple of lines, you become the best entrepreneur.
come out in it.
You got all these businesses.
No
You're a
idea,
proper-
bro.
So I'm just thinking,
I knew exactly what you were saying, bro.
I was trying to not let it come out, but
Fucking say it.
It's all good, bro.
Say it, bro.
It's all
Say it.
good.
no. I'm thinking that this idea is just one of the ideas that's gonna just slowly blow over, like it. And then, but he kept bringing it up. I remember bringing it up in the pub, and this pub was right across from the studio where we recorded. We just recorded some mad jewel tracks, yeah, gang shit, yeah, fucking oath. We go downstairs to the pub, celebrate the fucking the recording. I'm like, hey, podcast, this is what we're gonna do. And I was like, oh yeah. And
You were just like, yeah, just shut up. Like, in other words,
oh,
do me a favor, please. Get out of here.
I remember this guy telling me, yeah. And in my head, I'm just trying to put together, where did he come up with his idea? Yeah. How did he see like podcasting was anything? Like I already, you know what's funny? I used to love Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
I used to love listening. People listen to music on long drives. I used to listen to podcasts. So I get it. I get the podcast. But us, I was like, I really think this is not us. But then he kept bringing it up, and I slowly start to like, as you do, like the same way he ended up. Just I'm sure he had his own thoughts when I bring 21 District to the table. Like I remember when we were first doing it, like, because this guy was more about just brawling.
Yeah.
Like, who cares about making music, son? Let's just go fuck him up. This is literally the way my brother is. He doesn't care about the talking. And then, but like me, I was just like, no, this is going to be mad, lad. It's going to be mad. And then as you do as brothers, you end up just, you know, if your brother's not going to back you, no one else will.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, 100%.
So we would always just succumb to each other's ideas because we knew that we had each other to fall back on. If it doesn't work, bro, we'll smoke a cigar under a bridge. Doesn't matter. As long as we try it together.
Get rich or die trying, bro.
That's right.
100%.
So then he bring up the podcast idea. Now, This is the craziest part because I got arrested after he had the podcast idea. I got raided from Raptor, painted all over the news. I went to Park Lee. Now, I'm thinking that there's no way this podcasting is going out because I got bail, but one of my bail conditions is I can't talk with him. So I'm like, there's no way that this guy is still going to do the podcast. He still did it.
On his own?
He done it with Ronnie.
With Ronnie, okay.
with the other brother.
Yeah.
So they did it, but you know what? It was the best thing because I couldn't talk to him. People don't understand how close me and my brothers are. We probably, all of our partners are annoyed of us because we probably speak to each other more than we do to our partners.
That's a blessing, bro. That's so good. That's so good.
But when you grow up with your back against the wall and you're cornered and your only resources are your brothers, it becomes your muscle memory. It becomes your instinct. You know, whenever there's an issue or whenever there's something to celebrate, you go first to your brothers. Always go first to your brothers. And this was always my instinct. So it was amazing that this guy actually ended up pulling through with Ronnie doing the podcast because that was a way I could like communicate with him. I would binge their videos and sit there laughing and my missus.
In jail or?
No, just when I came out. I was on bail.
Yeah.
And then I'm watching their videos and they're laughing. They don't know, but I'm laughing with them.
Yeah. You're there, you're there living through their stories.
That's right. We got the same humor. So I'm laughing with them as they're going. And then that's literally how it started. It's how it started. I'll let Malik take the mic because I think I'm talking about your podcast. You tell me.
No. He's all right. I remember when they put the restrictions on me and Jay, we couldn't speak to each other. I felt like I was mourning Jay in a way. And a lot of other criminals go through the same thing. When they lose a brother into prison, a lot of them live a life where it's almost like they're mourning because they're not living the exact same life. Right. So to me, it was like my motivation. Not being able to talk to Jay was my biggest motivation to making something happen, and start putting action into words and enough with the rack talk and the talking shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was the form of me mourning for Jay. I was like, I really wanted him to be part of our conversation, which he couldn't. And sometimes we just want to talk shit, but like that's all we wanted to do. And I was thinking, there's one thing I'm not going to do is start talking to him behind the police back because I'm getting done. Yeah, 100%. Knowing me, I'm getting done somewhere.
I'll find a way.
Yeah, they'll always find a way. Technology is just moving fast, fast.
Yeah, it's too crazy.
And that's what we tell other criminals, man. You can't keep up with technology. Yeah. Anyways, so that's what I was going through. I wanted to have a yarn with the brother. One of our most important things when we used to hang out with each other was every day we had to come and sit down around each other and sit for like an hour talking about the dumbest shit. We helped each other out. Like it was iron sharpens iron. A lot of times when we were cashed and we had money to go out and party, the one thing that we choose to do is to get together in a garage, sit down, everyone have a drink, have a line, and everyone sit down and start talking.
We just start talking. we just start talking, and
that was like a party.
That was our party. Our party was all of us brothers getting together and just like
how beautiful is that?
Yeah.
all it needed is a camera and a couple of mics.
Can I ask, boys? Like, I've noticed in my life, I've pulled away a lot. In regards to that lifestyle, even though I'm still pretty much involved in it in the DJing industry and all that, but I pulled away a lot. Yeah, I've had slip ups. Yeah, I have had slip ups. Not gonna lie, I'll just say how it is. But bro, isn't it crazy how many people you thought were actually your mates?
Oh, insane!
When you were sitting in that room drinking, doing what you're supposed to do, you thought they were your mates, and now that you've probably pulled away a bit, they just drop off like flies.
I
party mates, they're party mates. Like it's crazy.
I actually said something in relation to that on one of the podcasts, because I feel like you party, it feels good. You bender after bender, party after party. 10 years later, you got nothing but war stories that no one cares about, and a gallery full of people you don't talk to anymore. No investments. You got no property. You got nothing. You're probably in your 40s or something like that, and you got a gallery full of people you don't talk to.
Doing the same
shit. And that, I'm kind of glad that we've opened our eyes at an age where we still have heaps of time to not only change things around for us, but for everyone that's coming after us, the young kids that are coming up. Because I know that even the kids that haven't hit the party scene, I'm sure we've already saved at least At least one.
100%.
At least one
Absolutely.
of them. From picking up that plate, picking up that note.
I said that to myself, bro. I said to myself, I go, bro, Bill, you've done all right. You're 35 years old. You've done all right in your life. You've done this. I'm not here to talk about it.
Yeah.
Like, just imagine if you had the same mindset I got now.
Uh-huh.
Not fucking mindset. Let's just not partying.
Yeah.
Just not partying, not drinking, not wasting the weekends away. Because as Joe, I'm a different person than I was a year ago.
Yeah.
Not even a year ago. 8-9 months ago. Ask him, yeah, bro.
That was fresh too.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I knew no better. Bro. All we knew no better. I knew no better anyway. I thought this was just a way of life. I got to a stage where I was just like, yep, this is how it's meant to be. Work Monday to Friday, DJ Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah.
Get on the piss,
Yeah.
which leads to A, B, and C, 1, 2, 3. I just thought this is it. Married, 3 kids. This is how my life should be.
Yeah.
But in hindsight, bro, you're just stuck in this fucking bubble, bro. You're just stuck in this bubble.
100.
And it wasn't until I got off the piss and everything else. Like I said to you before, but that job,
Good on you, bro.
like the eagle, bro. When the eagle flies high, what happens? What happens to the eagle? Everything that's coming to attack it just falls off.
Falls off.
And that's what I noticed with myself, bro. And I just like today, bro. I surround myself with a lot of good, successful, influential people. Like, I'm not saying materialistic things is the way to go. I'm on a bit of a tangent here, but it's not. But like today, bro, I was on a yacht with my family.
Yeah. How amazing is that?
You know what I mean,
How
bro?
good's that,
Before
bro?
I came here, I fucking came at a cost, bro. I'm fucking a bit sick. I'm not gonna lie to you, but because this opportunities, these podcasts, me becoming even closer to my brother Joey, meeting you boys, this shit would not happen, bro.
Nah.
If you're still stuck in the same trap. So, True.
You talk,
100%.
You talk about doors opening when you're doing positive things. When your intention is to help people,
Yeah.
the opportunities that are coming, the doors that are opening, they won't be there if you're in a garage cracking lines,
No.
right? I've got this analogy. Bill's talking about this eagle. An eagle, one of its biggest predators, right? That attacker is a crow.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
So what a
I
crow.
love this. I love animal talk.
Yes.
We have a little segment on our podcast where we talk about.
Yeah, that's right.
I love this.
Yeah. So this is why I want to mention it because I knew you would appreciate it.
Yeah.
That's right.
So the crow, the way it attacks an eagle, because it's a much smaller bird,
Yeah.
it lands on the back of its neck and it starts pecking the top of its head.
Oh, wow.
So what the eagle does, it doesn't fight it off. It doesn't flap its wings. All it does, it just starts flying. Flies higher and higher and higher. It gets to a certain altitude that the crow can't physically go because it loses oxygen.
Oh, like you can't breathe at this.
At this height.
Wow. So then it
the,
just drops off.
the eagle can go that high,
But
the
not
crow
the
can't. So the crow, when the eagle gets to that height, the crow loses oxygen and falls off.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's the way it defends itself.
That's mad.
So when I do school talks, and I once gave this talk to year nine boys from Menai High School. Shout out to Menai High School and
Shout out Menai High.
yeah, Mr. El Mazri.
Is it Hazem?
Nah, Sam.
Oh, Sam. Okay.
Yeah, I think they're related.
There would be, yeah.
Good school.
But great school, great boys, great boys. Gave the talk. I used this analogy and it blew up. I got like 500,000 views
Wow.
on socials. And why I told the boys this story is because when you're hanging around with your mates, you are who you hang out with,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
But how do you differentiate who the real ones are and who the shit ones are? Just grow.
And then, yeah.
Grow,
flying.
Yep.
grow as a person.
Yeah.
Go higher. Fly to your highest heights.
Wow.
And
The
if
good,
if
the
they're
good
eagles,
cunt, if they're eagles, they're gonna fly with
be
you.
with you.
And if they're crows,
They're
they're gonna fall off.
That's
Wow.
That's
And
bad.
and that's an analogy. And you know what? It's for us to take.
That's-
And I
that's
live by that. Even to the point because I've written a book, and the front cover of my book is an eagle.
Wow.
Even my 7-year-old daughter, every time she sees an eagle, she automatically associates it with me. Oh,
Wow.
Dada, eagle, look, that's your eagle.
It's a good animal.
Mate, it's a beautiful animal,
It's a good animal.
right? It's a strong, courageous animal.
Never gave a fuck about him until you told me that story, Joe.
Well, yeah,
So I had no idea.
it's
Respectfully, I'll say that too. I had no
yeah,
idea.
absolutely.
I
But
had no idea.
again, it came. Bro, I'm 41. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know about this 5 years ago. But as you grow, when you decide you want to grow,
Yeah.
and you want to learn and evolve,
Yeah.
these, like I said, these things will come your way.
Yeah.
How would I have learnt about an eagle cracking a line in a garage?
Yeah, that's true. That is
Where is this information going to come from?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you said, the war stories. Mate, I'm the best storyteller.
Yeah.
I could sit here and tell you how many grand finals I won.
Yeah.
I used to do this when I was 17, 19, 21. Hang on a second. No one gives a fuck.
No one cares.
100%.
No one cares.
No one cares. So you know what? Instead of telling stories, rewrite stories.
Yeah.
Make new ones.
Yeah. Yeah.
And this is what we're doing. And this is why we love what you guys are doing. And you said it perfectly, Jay. I don't think you guys would have the impact you're having today
Yeah.
if you didn't live the life that you've lived.
Yeah.
But because you lived that life,
Yeah.
you can safely stand up in front of, Blacktown High School,
Yeah.
right? Year 12s and 11s and 10s. And you can say to them, boys, look at us. We're 21 district.
Yeah.
We were at the highest heights. We had the money. We had the girls. We had the drugs. We had the cars. What did we do? What did we do? You gave it away.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a perfect example right there. That's an exhibit A to show these young kids, listen, man, don't go for that. Don't live that life because you boys walked away from it. For what? To empower young boys and to take... What does it mean to you boys? Which leads me to my question. What's it mean to you when a young poly kid sends you an inbox in your DMs and says, hey, Malik, hey, Jay, you guys did this for me, or you did that, or you've inspired me to become this? What does that mean to you guys when you get messages like this?
Speechless. I said this on our last podcast as well. Like, we're healing ourselves as well through this podcast. It's doing amazing things for us, just as well for the audience. So when a lot of these young polys, they message us and they say that, hey, Jay, you know what? This year I'm going to do it. I'm not going to drink. I'm not going to go when the boys say, let's go. I'm ready to lock in. I'm ready to look after my missus. I'm going to treat her well. I'm going to be there for my kid. And a lot of ways, it makes me feel like I've done something good because I can see myself in that person. You know what I mean? And I'm healing myself by seeing that I've done good by letting this person. But before I finish saying I done good, I know all of this is only happening by the grace of God. Only by the grace of God are we able to do it, or any of this.
Amen.
None of this will be possible. I want to make that very clear. All the accolades, the achievements Bros and Cons has made, everything is only stemmed for the glory of God, nothing else. If God is not a part of it, we don't want to be a part of it. We don't want to be a part of it. We don't want none of it.
I love that, bro.
So, but yeah, like as I was saying, we find that we're healing ourselves as well, because we're exactly like you said, we're still fresh. We still make mistakes. We struggle with the same things, the same temptations that all the boys struggle with, wanting to drink, wanting to party, wanting to watch pornography, all these very common things that we all struggle with as men. We still have those same urges and those same struggles. But I feel like our podcast has provided a safe place for us to always come back every week and recollect and rekindle our relationship, not only with our audience, but most importantly with God. And we always have to be respectful and know that God gave us this voice. It was this is not our voice. Our voice got us locked up. Our voice was rapping. That got us locked up. And now we're using our voices for the glory of God, and it's doing wondrous things.
Such an amazing feeling, because I actually see our followers like brothers.
Yeah.
So the same way I used to treat my brothers. And it's actually heartwarming for me when boys come up to us and ask a question with a sincere heart, because that was our exact conversations in the garage. You know, Ronnie would ask a sincere question.
Yeah.
And the way I see it is like now all our followers have literally become like my brothers.
Family.
So when we have boys that talk, sometimes we got haters that talk about us the same way we do to each other.
Yeah.
But to us, it's a blessing because people are giving us feedback and a lot of people are learning along the way.
Yeah.
One of the most inspiring messages I've seen the other week, we had a guy, old man in his 50s, his late 50s. He said that he watched our podcast. He said, never in my life have I ever thought about starting a relationship with God until I seen you guys' podcast.
Wow.
Yeah.
And For me, that was shocking to the core. I was thinking, because we do
It's got to
inspire
be
a lot
the
of people.
pinnacle message.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
it's so good to get like all the nice fluffy messages
Yeah.
about us. But to bring someone to the Lord,
Change, yeah.
that is that man. Like,
What- Bro, one thing with you, what you're doing,
yeah,
which do not take anything away from you boys. Those messages are phenomenal, especially about the Polynesian youth, bro.
Yeah.
The Samoan boys, the Tongan boys,
yeah,
even the Fijian boys, bro. You said it before this, at the start of this potty,
Yeah.
Jay. We just take what we get and we shut up.
yeah,
We get put this much amount in our food in our plate.
Yeah.
Just take it. Use it as an example.
yeah.
Have you felt like Bros and Cons has actually? I'm talking about Polynesians.
Yeah.
Have you guys saved a Polynesian life, or led someone down the right way? Because I'm big on this, bro. Because your culture, respectfully, they only know the NRL
Yeah.
and the Hiveys working in a factory
Yeah.
or concreting. Is it good at all three of them? Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But we want to shed light
Yeah.
as to one of our mates that we were talking about before.
Yeah.
Off air, like, mate,
Yeah.
have you ever had somebody that said, "Hey, bro, I need to hear this today. I
Yeah.
need to hear this today."
Oh, mate. I think
Polynesian.
You know what's crazy? There's off the top of my head, because I remember it's off the top of my head, I can remember so many times where, like, 'cause we got this little group chat with me, him, and my brother, and every time someone inboxes, they send it to our chat, and we see the paragraphs of like all these guys. Now, necessarily, islanders or even men, as you know it, they don't want to open up about their emotional or spiritual soft side. But we've provided a safe space for them to know that they can feel, that we can hear them and we feel them. And we're speaking about things that they thought are forbidden to talk about.
Yep.
Men talking about God. When was this allowed? Like, boys my age would never be seen talking about God. You know what I mean? Like, they go to church, but it's not something we talked about.
Just tick a box.
Even your feelings,
Relationship.
how you're feeling, your missus, struggling,
Mrs. Staying home with your kids, like all these important little things. And I feel like just inch by inch, you just, even though you're not always just saving someone straight off the bat, but if you show them these, if they keep hearing these things over and over again, you're inching their life towards getting saved. You know what I mean? To bringing them towards the light.
Amen.
Just by all these little increments.
Love it, Jay.
Something I always say
Let me taste the oxyshred, bro.
to men, and it's actually cracker. This is shout out to OxyShred, man.
Shout out, man. They love it.
Peach mango, man. Wow.
Is that caffeine?
Wow. No, zero added sugar, zero caffeine. Something I always say while Billy takes a sip of the OxyShred, his eye's gonna pop out of his head.
Bro.
How good's that?
Bro. My mouth cuts. Oh, wow. Sorry.
There's a misconception on what makes you a man and what makes you a woman.
Yeah.
What we grew up thinking what made us a man was things we did for ourselves,
Yep.
right? And I'm going to explain what I mean in a second. Me being a man isn't about me being sick C,
Yeah.
or a hard C. So we're not allowed to say the C word. We can swear.
Yeah.
We're not allowed to say the C word
That's fair enough.
on our potty. Our women followers don't like it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, bro.
Don't bring those women over to Pros and Cons. They won't like this guy. They will not like Valley.
Well, we copped it early, so we try to stay away from it. What makes me a man is not when I tell my wife, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Or I'm going with the boys.
Yeah.
That's me putting myself on a pedestal. What makes you a man
Yeah.
is how you put your wife on a pedestal.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
It's how you treat your woman.
Yes, sir.
Yeah?
100%.
When you love and respect your wife, that's what makes you a man. Not you're allowed to leave the house at any time, come back at any time. That's not a man.
Yeah.
But that was the perception of what a man was.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Yeah.
And
100%.
I'm going to flip it, and it goes to the woman as well. You're not an independent woman if you can sit there and put it on your husband and take his balls away. What makes you a powerful woman is a woman that uplifts her husband.
Yeah.
If you can carry your husband on your shoulders
Yeah.
and lift him up in this world, That's what I call strength.
100%.
Yep.
So both to men and women, being a man, relate it back to how you treat your family. And being a woman, relate it, always externalize it.
Yeah.
Don't treat what you are with your how you internally treat yourself, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Just to double down on that, Joe.
Yeah.
Your kids see everything too, bro.
Absolutely.
Your kids see everything. Your kids see you are a reflection of your children. So if all your kids are seeing, is screaming, fighting, and stuff, well, guess what, bro? They're gonna be the same. They're not gonna know any better.
Yeah, but Billy, if I bash my wife, I got 2 girls, brother.
Yeah.
Yep. They go, oh,
If I crack my wife,
They're going to think it's normal.
and I shit on my wife,
daddy's the best.
what kind of guy are they going to bring home?
Yeah.
If some little dog lays his fingers on my daughter, right, she's going to think, oh, hang on, dad hits mum.
That's normal.
Yeah, bro.
100%.
It's okay. I'm going to accept this. This is why my wife, brother, there's not even a level. There's like not even a podium
Yeah.
where she's at when it comes to my kids, especially in front of them. Their mother gets treated like a queen,
Yep.
right? When they're around. If I've got some hard truths to talk to my wife about, we can do it in private.
Yeah.
My daughters don't need to see the adult shit,
Yep.
right?
I go to the bedroom. We actually have a chat in the bedroom because
Has to be done in private.
Yeah, bro.
Has to be done.
Or
These-
sometimes if it's about to pop, I'll say, listen, Sam, I ain't angry. I'm just going to go outside for a drive for 10 minutes. Let's calm down.
Absolutely.
And it has nothing wrong with that's the way it should be, bro.
It's the way it should be.
the way it
Always.
should be.
Always.
To me, anyway.
Where bros and cons, where's this going, bro? Because let me tell you, this is popping, man. This is popping. Where do you want to be? Where's it going?
Bro, you know what? I feel
We're
like
trying to hear every aspect of
you know
life.
what's crazy? It started off just as literally brothers just having yarns together, having harmless yarns.
Yeah.
Now, all of a sudden, we're ambassadors for relationships, and we're giving advice on how to stop drugs and alcohol, and like, bro,
we're just boys.
it's like a little haystack. We threw it out in the wind, and it's just keeps going, and we can't even stop it. It's just rolling, and we have like mothers and wives that message us and ask us for advice on how to be a better wife. I don't know how to what.
That's crazy.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like the mad thing, bro, is that pros and cons is based on the word of God, and that is where all wisdom stems from. So in any way, even if we are not saying verses biblically, the lives that we are living, we are trying to be like Christ. So everything that comes off of our tongue, we are trying to be followers of Christ and trying to be like him.
Wow.
So I always stand back to telling people, if like, even though I'm not quoting Bible verses as per se, my dad was a pastor. A lot of the things he instilled with us when we were young. Remember, I was saying that it's starting to come back now. Yep. It's almost as if my dad saved us. We just didn't know it yet.
Wow.
And we're starting to realize it now.
Yeah.
So goosebumps, bro. Wow.
Yeah.
Jay, that's crazy.
Hectic. Yeah.
He actually did. I can see him popping.
Yeah.
It must be those tablets.
I'm actually glad you brought that up about women and men, because it's hard for us to navigate everyone's relationships and give people advice on relationships. But what we can do as men, young men, in relationships is we can advise our brothers on how to live their lives.
Yeah.
We can always empower men. And this is the most important thing about relationships, even though it is important for a woman to hold her man on a pedestal. A lot of men need to understand that the power is in your hands as a man. You have the power to lead and control. And a lot of men are looking for respect in their women. But what do you want respect for? Are you a man that's worthy of respect?
Yeah.
We can't control everyone's relationship, but we want to support men and let men know that they are the leaders. Just like what Jay said, we learn all of this from the Bible, but men are truly the leaders of their relationships.
Yeah.
You can be a respected man, and I'm married to Iraqi girl. So she's like,
Oh, well.
she's like the typical, she's like proper Lebanese.
The Arab girl. You couldn't escape the Arab.
And I'll be honest, man.
My wife is Lebanese. Half Lebanese.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm telling you, we're from Granville, bro. We're from the area.
Hell.
Right, you're a product of your surroundings. I'll tell you that much, mate.
So yeah, they got big characters.
Yeah.
And so it was.
One thing you said was so important to double down on is that because I think when you have big influences like Andrew Tate, there's Myron, there's all these guys, and don't get me wrong, a lot of the stuff they say it's towards building a stronger male community, right?
Yep.
But then you're always gonna have young boys who are gonna twist it, and then now they don't care. I've got a daughter, so I'm seeing the way a lot of these young boys are going around, and they're saying like, if you even try and treat a girl nice, then you're
harassment.
What do you call it? What do they call it?
Simp. You're a simp.
You're a simp. If you're respectful of a woman, then you're a simp.
I've seen that influence.
And I'm thinking like it's getting a dangerous point. And this is why I was stepping out on my TikToks and on the podcast to say, stop looking to be a leader. Start becoming someone worthy of being followed.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
That's 100%.
Because a lot of you boys are looking to be a leader. You're looking for a woman that cooks, that cleans, that respects you, that doesn't bite back. You probably don't even know how to start a lawnmower. You probably don't even know how to drive manual. Your balls haven't, your nuts are not hanging yet.
Yeah, they haven't dropped.
100.
If you're looking for the full package, make sure you are the full package. That's all what I'm saying.
They need to understand, Jay, like Tate and Myron, that they. I can't say I'm a fan, only because of their delivery.
Yeah,
because their delivery is inflammatory.
Yeah,
but it's very tactical.
Yeah.
Because they do it for a view.
Yeah.
They know if they say something outlandish, it's gonna pop off.
100%.
Right? Because they know 90% of it they're gonna cop shit.
Yeah.
But little does the person that's writing the comment giving the shit, you're giving them what they want.
Yeah.
Because the algorithm is going to pop off with the more comments and the back and forths, and this is what they want.
Yeah.
I do agree with some things, and Andrew Tate says a lot of good things.
Yeah, for sure.
Right? Where men need to be men.
Yeah.
But then he'll say some things like goes against everything we believe in, where I don't believe in depression. Men can't be depressed. Get the fuck up and... No, but hang on, no.
Yeah.
No, you can't say... It's like saying you don't believe in cancer.
Yeah.
Or in a broken arm.
Yeah.
Right? Depression is a medical condition.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. This is where he loses me, right? But in the sense of what a man's worth is and a man that should lead, right? But when you say, I love what you said, don't look at being a leader. Look at being someone worthy of being followed. That is so fucking beautiful, man.
Yeah. Powerful too, bro.
And I picked up on it straight away. It makes so much sense.
Yeah.
So much sense. And watching you boys talk, I'm so proud of you boys. I really am. And I'm talking like an older brother here, yeah?
Yeah.
I watched the video of you boys when you were in the peak of your 21 district, right? And again, like I said off camera, and I'll say it now, and our followers know that I'm not one to piss in anyone's pocket.
Yeah.
I wasn't a listener, not because your music, I just didn't give it a chance because of my age.
Yeah.
I'm an old school kind of guy. I always
50
thought,
Cent,
52-pack Biggie, Easy E,
Alex K.
right? Alex K when it came to the dance, 100%. But I didn't give it a chance. So I wasn't a follower or a listener, but I obviously knew about you guys.
Yeah.
And I went back and I watched the video of you guys with a very, very early interview with the four brothers, getting interviewed in one line. Bro, you had a hat like down to your face. You were ready to kill someone.
That was always his look.
infamous.
Yeah,
that
Did you put that on? Did you put that on?
I never had valleys back then, so I used to always just drop my hat low.
Yeah.
That was my way of getting it
A
out.
lot of people don't know, Joey, that my brother Joey, this guy wasn't really a talker when we were young. He's actually spoken more in this last year on the podcast than probably all the years.
Wow.
What?
Wow.
Serious. And all the boys that know Joey, all the boys from the area know Joey. I know that they agree that he hasn't, in this last year on the podcast, it's probably more than what he's spoken in
his whole life.
Wow.
He didn't really speak. That was always him. He had his hat down.
But yeah, the look on his face, like he meant
It was
business.
Stephen, bro.
Yeah. Even you, Jay, don't try to get away from this, right? So I saw you. There was these like tough nuts, but then I compare it to the potty,
Yeah.
and I see loving men, caring men.
Yeah.
You know, men. You've showed emotions on a couple of occasions where beautiful souls.
Yeah.
Yeah. The contrast is fucking mind blowing.
Yeah.
Surely that was you were putting on a show for 21 District.
Who's actually like that?
Surely that was a persona you were trying to portray.
Majority of those times during our recording sessions, and this is why, by the way, we had to let go of the music, because a lot of people were telling us that we could still make, Christian music, but that it came with a lot of other things. It came all together as a package. Most of those interviews like that one and our recording studio sessions, we were high either on alcohol, drugs, or both, or more. And we were always on, as I was saying before, because we were criminals, we really naturally, we looked like we were waiting for cops to just jump over the fence.
Yeah, wow.
Really paranoid off your head.
Genuinely paranoid.
Wow.
Genuinely paranoid. So, and this is. I remember seeing a video of us backstage ready to perform, and like it's funny because my cousins were there, and like I was sitting there waiting to go on, and one of my cousins' mates came and tapped me on the back of the shoulder to come take a photo. He tapped me, and the way I turned around, it just like I didn't know how I looked until I seen a video of it.
Paranoid.
Yeah, my missus showed me a video ages after, and I just realized like. Even that look in my eyes, it was I spoke about this a bit on my vlogs as well. I was living a very godless life. That's probably the best way to explain it.
Yeah, almost like we're soulless.
Soulless. That's it.
Black.
Yeah.
Just a black.
Yeah.
It was just black.
Nothing.
Yeah, I feel you.
And I gotta admit, like I believe, even though no matter how bad you get, I believe every single man has a good version to themselves.
Yeah.
Every single man I know has that, like, that good man inside of him. They just choose the bad guy.
Yeah.
And that's similar to even good men. There's a lot of good men that have that bad side inside them. They just choose to be good people. And I've noticed this guy living through our jail, and I was locked up with killers and the worst people you could ever think of.
Yeah.
Even these guys would have a good side to them. But I could also see when the switch would flip and they'll get dark. And I think around that time, we sort of chose to just become the bad guy only and forget about the good guy.
Yeah.
And that's why it's so important for us to have yarns right now, because we can see it within each other. When the more you yarn and the more you talk to people and bring out the good side of them, it gives people a chance to just become that good person. And,
Yes, bro.
we're sort of encouraging that behavior. But yeah, in terms of that question, I think we were bad, but we also had a good side, but we chose the bad side,
Yeah, wow.
Yeah,
wow.
It was definitely. I do know that the music. Another good question would be, did the music further incite our criminal lives? And it definitely did, by 10-fold, by 20-fold. I think when we started the rap music, it probably, like, if the evil spirits that we had around us at that time, that gave them kind of it gave them a place to sit at. If that
energy, they fed off the energy.
That's right.
Yeah.
We gave them something to just fester off. And then now there's like maggots and flies all over because we gave them this spot. Here, you guys can have this. And then they will let it grow and grow over time. I'll tell you now, like a few years ago when we were doing the 21 District, I would have never thought that I'll be doing a podcast. Never. Getting off drugs, even getting off alcohol. I thought that this is my life. There's no way I'm going to give all this. Mind you, I knew who God was. My dad taught us who God was.
Of course.
We just didn't care for it.
Yeah.
We didn't care for it. But sometimes even God won't let you get too far because he knows what he has in store for you.
100%.
Amen. Boys, we could talk for hours. It's an hour and a half already.
Oh, what the hell is that?
What did I tell you? What did I tell you?
What?
Wow.
Jay, what did I tell you?
That's crazy.
Yeah, man.
Say that.
Bro, that's crazy.
Bro, that's not including what happened before, yeah?
Bro, that's crazy.
Yeah, so, he's got to add the extra 15 minutes.
Wow. Wow.
So,
I love you.
No, this is good, bro. I think it's just the way you guys conduct this podcast.
Man,
you guys
love
definitely
it.
have something special here, bro.
love you,
Well, I
bro.
love
You guys
that.
definitely have something
Hey,
You're not just saying that, yeah? Like, you know,
Bro, I'm telling you now that like when my brother, because I'm not on the Bros and Cons page, they sent me the thing of us doing a collab together.
Yeah.
Ask him, how was it, bro? I was cheering. I was like, you know why? Because for me, I don't look at followers. I look at energies that I can connect with.
Yeah.
And I've watched some of your boys' stuff, and I really connect with what you guys.
Jay's the worst when he comes for me doing collabs.
Yeah.
He doesn't want above it. Yeah, he never wants above it. But I was actually shocked when I hit him up about this.
Yeah.
This
Well,
collab.
thanks,
He was
bro.
like, done, I'm coming.
Means the
I was
world.
like, wait, I haven't even told you anything.
Yeah. but what I loved about you boys, I'm a dreamer.
Yeah.
Right. So, and I'm being honest.
I know where this is
Same here.
I shoot for stars, bro.
Yeah.
There's no one off limits for me.
Yeah.
Right.
Even John Howard.
We were out. Yeah, I think I messaged him too.
What a sick one. I love that.
I'm telling you, I'll go for anyone. I don't care. But when I came across you
We're
guys,
not even stars. Don't even put us.
no,
in
no,
that
no.
category.
But for me, bro, it was what yous were doing
Yeah.
aligned exactly with what we're about.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
bro. We had I think 1,000 followers,
Like 1,200.
1,200 on
Yeah.
Instagram, and I'm like,
Yeah.
hey boys, how are yous? You know, love to have yous on. And what I loved was the rawness.
Yeah.
I don't know who was replying.
That was me, yeah.
Was that you?
Yeah.
Was that you, Malik?
Straight-
Bro, I fucking love it. And I actually fell in love with yous more.
Yeah.
Like, it was a polite no,
Yeah.
right? Just not now.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
We love what you're doing. Keep growing. We'll revisit it.
Yeah.
Then I realized, you know what? We
didn't get upset. We did not
no.
get
So
upset.
let me tell you,
At all.
the old me. The old me. I'm gonna be
Say it.
fucking Gronk.
Can't stick that out. Oh, sorry.
No, I'm being honest.
Yeah, beep that out. Beep
I'm
the
being honest. I would have turned.
Yeah.
The old me.
Yeah.
Obviously, what we're doing is growth. It's about being better people.
Yeah.
And it's about looking at perspective.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what I did as a mature person, I look back, I go, right, he's right. We can be better. We can be bigger. Done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I banked it.
Yeah.
And we kept pushing and we kept pushing.
Man.
And it just shows people,
Yeah.
right? And why I'm mentioning this, Malik, because I need the youngsters to know. It's like when you cop a no, right?
Yeah.
You can put your head in the sand and say, fuck this.
100.
Yeah?
Yeah, bro.
100.
But we stayed on the grind.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to be honest with you, Bros and Cons with us on this show is like, it's massive for us.
Oh, really?
Yeah. No, bro.
Don't take this lightly.
And we're not pissing in your pocket. This is massive for us.
I feel like we've worked towards
Right.
a hard job.
Yeah.
We worked so hard.
This
towards
is
it.
actually showing us that we are progressing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we'll always look back at this being a pinnacle moment,
Wow.
right?
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. And it just goes to show anyone out there, when you cop a hit,
Yeah.
don't roll and die with it.
Yeah.
Consistency. I always say it to him.
Wow.
Consistent. Just keep going.
Yeah.
Keep dropping that episode every week.
Yeah.
Bro, we're saying this is season 2. For everyone out there, we've got 5 episodes in the bank, bro.
Wow.
Yeah.
bro. Yeah.
Bro, you guys got to drop some game for us and teach us because, bro,
Hey, you record the week of and drop the week.
bro, what is it?
You record the week of and then you drop it that week.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we've got 5 in the bank, bro.
Wow.
Wow.
So what we do, so now we're taking, the break was supposed to start last week, right? But we've come in, obviously for this, we ain't going to miss this opportunity.
Yeah.
But we're not coming back till like late January.
Yeah.
Wow.
But we don't want to let our followers down. We've got episodes coming in every week.
Yeah.
Every week we want to give them something to look forward to, right? And that's consistency.
Yep.
And this is what's brought us to this point. So I want to thank you for saying no,
Yeah.
because you don't understand what that done to us. That drove us even harder.
Yeah.
To say, you know what? Yeah, pros and cons no now, but I promise you, it's gonna be yes later. Yeah.
100.
I love
And look where we are.
Not journeys up, boys.
No,
Swear to
this is a
God. I swear to God.
genuine conversation, bro.
Swear to God.
He actually said to me, he goes, "You're not dirty," because he knows I can pop off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I go, "Nah, bro, I'm good."
Yeah.
Because you know what? Sometimes, and this is what I love my older brother for, right? He never pissed in my pocket in my footy career,
Yeah.
right? I was signed to the Dogs for 6 years. Mate, I used to have people that I didn't know come left, right and centre. Joey, what a gun. You did this, you did that, you did this. What a try, what a this. We'd get in the car. My brother look at me, he goes, "Oh, listen here, little Gronk. Right? you missed 2 tackles, right? And off the scrum, what were you thinking? And you did this and you got to do this and you need to work on this." He always kept me grounded
Yeah.
with the truth,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right? If you've got anyone in your life that pisses in your pocket,
Yeah.
flick them.
100%.
You'll never grow.
Yeah.
You'll never grow.
Yeah.
You kept us accountable, Malik, and I love you for
love
it, bro.
that.
I really appreciate you, bro.
Man, you actually responded like a champ, man. I was so proud of you guys. By the way he responded, because I was actually struggling on how to respond.
How to say no.
How to say that?
I didn't say no.
Yeah.
I was like, and I was telling my brothers, because my brothers don't have to deal with the messages I'm dealing with it. So they're like, "No, it's all right, like leave it." And I was like, it's not that. Like, these guys are the first guys to reach out to us.
You guys were.
Yeah.
You guys were.
Wow.
Man,
Like now, a lot of sorry, lad.
Yeah.
Now a lot of podcasts have hit us up to like do the same thing, like to reverse it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
we haven't really. We still always remember there was always one podcast that asked us in the very beginning that saw us something in us before we blew this big thing.
Yeah.
Who was it?
and it was you guys.
yeah.
You guys saw.
And let me add to that. Not only did he take it like a champ after I said no, they also, for anyone that doesn't know, they also shared our content. Like I think
Insane.
the next day they shared our content on their stories.
Yeah.
That was pure love, and like that was
Absolutely.
the most, and that was the most genuine thing I've ever seen. And at the time, I think the only reason why we felt it was too early, because I actually thought that if we build a name later on and then come on your podcast, this will
Then-
be it,
And look at it.
This is
amazing.
And look at it. And
amazing.
What a link up.
The best, bro. The best.
and you know what? It's all God's work and God's timing.
Amen.
Always perfect.
Amen.
You know, we can always plan. We can always book that holiday,
Yeah,
right? But without His blessing, brother, we ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
that's
You
right.
know, and
Yeah.
this is the start of many more things to come.
Yep.
And there's one episode that's happening on yours. I'm not going to mention the name, but I can't wait for it to happen because it's going to be an angle that no one has taken, man.
Yeah.
Is this who?
Yeah.
And
Is this who we
there's
sent in the group chat?
there's a bang.
Oh,
There's
man, I'm
he's
so-
got a banging story, man.
Yeah.
And whatever you guys need, you know, the BillyJoe Podcast is right behind you, boys, man.
Thank you, brother. Like
We love what you're doing, man. And for anyone out there, Bros and Cons, they're on YouTube. Hit them up, subscribe on Instagram, hit that follow button. It's not hard. You guys don't understand what pressing that button does.
Yeah.
It might not mean much to you. But you guys get massive views. Your videos are getting 30, 40, 50K, right? Every video. But it's like, you look at the following and it's like, dude, where are they coming from?
Yeah.
You're obviously watching.
You're watching. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
They're called haters.
hit that
Johnny.
button.
They're called
Hit that button.
Yeah.
And that button will do so much. It will monetize these guys even more. It will push them out in the algorithm and allow them to keep doing what they're doing for you guys, because, man, at the moment, it's a grind.
Yeah.
It's a grind. We're tipping money from our own pocket. You know, we're blessed with some sponsors. You guys are blessed with sponsors.
Yeah.
That helps.
Yeah.
That helps, but please, your support is so needed.
Yeah.
It's not about a like.
Yeah.
It's not about that. It's about, that's how you support us.
Yeah.
100%.
You know what I mean? You'll go spend $9.99
Yeah.
on Apple, you know, buying a song, mate, click a button for free.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's like a subscription.
100%.
You know, and please follow these boys. They're doing God's work. They're doing amazing work. They're helping the next generation in being better men, better people.
Links to the podcast will come up on the screen.
We'll pop up their links to their podcast now. Dan, don't embarrass me. Make sure you edit that in.
You know, every time I do this on our podcast, but our guy doesn't like it. He never puts it up. Because I always point up in the air.
You're giving him more work to do.
That's why we call him Dan.
Dan the man.
And on that note as well, Dan, sorry, you will see, guys, massive shout out to OxyShred.
Yeah.
And also our sponsors, our mental health warriors that you see coming up on the screen right now as well, man. Like with you, we've got a
shout out.
We've got a big year coming ahead, man. And without these guys and mic'd up, our partners, bro, we would not be exactly sitting in this room right now doing what we're doing.
Amazing.
Absolutely.
Man.
Amazing.
Jay Lex.
Yeah.
Sorry, let me just say one thing. If you guys come from Bros and Cons, I want you guys to quickly support these guys. Me and the boys ourselves, we personally look up to these guys. They support men's mental health, and we just love the rawness, the authenticity. If you guys came from Bros and Cons, you know, give the boys a share, a like, subscribe. We love exactly what they're doing. We're hoping to go side by side with them into 2026.
Amen.
Sorry, I cut you off.
No, I love it, bro. I love it. I love it.
As we know in the scripture, iron sharpens iron. And as you all know, Bros and Cons, we are big on our faith and our strength as men. And as a Brotherhood coalition, we are here. Obviously, you guys know that we don't go and branch out to anyone if it doesn't make sense. These guys make absolute sense with our energy and also with their faith and just who they are. They're real, you know. They're not putting on a face. They're exactly like us. And so, yeah, this has been amazing. This has probably been one of my favorite, the only podcast. It's easy to say that, right?
Yeah, 100%.
But you know what? It was an amazing experience to be on the other end and have someone ask us what do we think. You know,
absolutely the best, bro. Malik, thank you, bro.
Absolutely. Jay Lex, Malik, mate, we can't thank you guys enough. Like I said, we can go on for another hour. This episode's actually going to hit 2 hours.
That's crazy.
So hour 43 minutes plus the 15 at the start.
Dan's on us out.
Guys,
what would you say would be like if you could give any like tipping point or advice to anyone who listens to both of our podcasts and they can contrast between what we both talk about, because I'm pretty sure we have the same values.
Yeah.
Yep.
What advice could you give to these guys, seeing now that we are collabing together and we're coming together to bring the table?
The advice I can give, and I say this, and because our target, see, it's funny because our target was at the start men.
Oh, like just building men.
Yeah.
Men's mental health.
Wow.
But then our female following was bigger than what we ever thought it would be. But it was,
wow, really?
Yeah, crazy, bro, crazy.
So it was
Seriously.
it was wives, it was sisters, it was mothers that love certain men in their life, and they're like, "Thank you for giving us the tools to be able to help my husband, help my brother." So that's when we sort of had to flip the script and say, right, we can't just talk to men.
Yeah.
They actually, and I love something you said, and I always say it, you guys, your podcast, you're on a journey and you're healing as you go.
Yeah, for sure.
So my wife at the start pulled me up. She goes, babe, what are you doing? You're fucking broken.
Yeah.
You're sitting here putting your balls on the line, trying to help men while you're broken.
Yeah.
And my exact response to her was, babe, me helping people heals me.
Yeah. That's it.
It heals me.
That's right.
Bro, Christmas Day for me was bad. My father passed away 5 months ago.
Sorry, brother.
All right, my boys.
All right.
Christmas for me, as you can tell, my first Christmas, you can imagine, I didn't want to celebrate it. I celebrated, obviously, it was the birth of Christ, first and foremost.
Yeah.
I didn't want to take it away from my daughters. I had my moments, bro, where Christmas Day, I was in bed and I broke down crying. Then my wife jumped on top of me, my daughters come, and they gave me that family hug and reassurance that I needed. I jump in the shower, right? I get out, I'm getting changed, and then my phone pings, right? Because just like you, Malik, I look after the page. So I get all the comments, and any comments I'll screenshot and send to Billy and Dan.
Yeah.
There was a message, and all the messages always say, hey, Billy and Joe. hey guys, hey boys,
Yeah.
because it's us,
Yeah.
right? This message said, hey Joe. So it was just directed at me.
Well, what did I do?
Yeah, I went, fuck, all right, yeah. Yeah, it's me. Hey, how are you? And I sort of like sat upright and going, yeah, and I'm reading into this message. Thank you for what you're doing. I'm seeing my son for the first time in 4 years today.
What?
Well,
You never told me this.
Christmas Day was not the best day.
Yeah.
And I'm reading this message.
And here you are ringing me, seeing if I'm all wrong.
Well, bro, because Billy's mum's in hospital. So he didn't have the best Christmas either.
Really?
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
well,
So the struggles are there, boy.
Yeah. My dad passed away last year too, so it's still
So
roller coaster, bro. Roller
Yeah.
coaster.
Boys.
but we
Soldiers,
gotta,
man.
bro, we gotta aim up because we made a promise to do this.
Yeah.
Nothing's stopping us.
No.
When my dad was dying, we actually have 2 episodes that I didn't even rock up to.
Well,
Billy done them on his own.
Yeah.
There's an episode that still hasn't come out. It's coming out 3 weeks ago. Billy couldn't come. I rocked up on my own. We still shot it.
Yeah.
Game day is game day.
Yeah. You got to show up.
We got to show up.
You
We
gotta
got to
show
do it.
Look at me now, boys. Look,
You know what I mean?
you know what I'm
This guy's in pain, right? He's cracked
Yeah.
a couple of lines and there's a few pills.
I wish, bro.
But the way he was sitting, he's uncomfortable. But you know what? We got to do this.
We got to do it.
We got to do it, bro, because we've made a commitment.
Yeah.
We've made a commitment. So going back to your question, bro, what advice can I give is just be a good human.
Yeah.
Humanity.
So
Yeah.
simple, bro.
I'm going to always bring it back to that. The next time you want to beep that horn, right?
Yeah.
The next time you want to flip the bird
Yeah.
or you want to overtake someone because they're going too slow for you, right? Then you want to look at them and say, oh, go fuck yourself and get the fuck off the road. And brother, what happened just to being good people and just saying, you know what? What's that person going through?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before you make that comment, before you beep the horn, before you want to turn on someone, right? Just say to yourself, what are they going through?
Yeah.
Because you didn't know my dad died 5 months ago, did yous?
No.
no.
Couldn't see it.
You don't know that my mother has dementia and she thinks that I'm my dad.
Well,
Wow.
So every time I come to see my mum, she'll hug me, kiss me, and she'll come to kiss me on the lips thinking I'm her husband.
Wow.
You know, or when I'm sitting next to her and she asks me, oh, where's Joe? I haven't seen Joe in a while.
That's insane, bro.
Mum, I'm Joe. How do you think I feel when I leave that house? Am I not broken?
100%.
So when I'm driving in the car, say I'm dazing into the sky thinking of my dead dad and my mum who's basically brain dead but breathing, and I don't go at the green light at the speed that you want me to when it turns green.
Yeah.
How do you know what I'm going through and why I'm gazing into the stars?
Yeah.
So
That's true.
think about what that person's going through, what their life is like. Because you know what, man, life is a struggle for everyone.
Yep.
It's not just me. Yeah, I can rip out my violin and make about 8 people cry about my life in the last 6 months. But you know what? Everyone can rip out a violin. It's not just about me, right? It's got to be about all of us. You know, and
100%, man.
what you guys are doing and what we're doing, mate, it's hand in hand. And I've actually seen yous evolve. And yous have evolved with your guests.
For sure. For sure. For sure.
Yeah,
With your guests. Like at the start, it was like, you know, jail stories and,
Yeah.
you know, all the hard knocks. Yeah. But then it's evolved into scripture.
Yeah.
Right? Then it's, bro, even the Harmoli potty, bro, wow.
Yeah. Crazy.
How powerful was that episode?
Insane.
You know what I mean? And I see the evolvement and
Yeah.
I see the impact is massive. And that's why we asked, like, where the fuck is this potty going, bro? Because we started off in a garage having a chat after a few lines.
Yeah.
This is now serious shit, bro.
It's serious stuff.
This is now serious. And
Serious
this
stuff.
is why we're so proud to align ourselves with you and back yous.
Thank you, brother.
And whatever we can do, my boys, we're here. We're here because we love yous and we believe in what you're doing. And thank you so much for coming on. It is an
Thank you,
absolute honor.
brothers.
It's an absolute honor.
I second that, fellas. I second that. Thank you so much, bro.
Billy,
Love you guys, man.
Joey, that was
mate,
that's great chat.
that was a great one.
Great chat. We got through it, gentlemen. Once again, I'm just gonna second what Joey said. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
And thank you for saying no.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's
Love it.
Thank you
Yeah,
for saying no.
absolutely.
But, that wraps it up, I think, Joey.
Guys, season 2, our first episode, and what an episode to have as episode number 1 for season 2.
Great collab.
And this is only the start of a banging 2026 season.
So,
Happy New Year. I hope this year is blessed for yourselves and your family. And we'll see you on the next
the
one.
BillyJoe Podcast, where the truth gets told. Stories from the heart, yeah, the vibe is bold. Talking real life, breaking through the pain. Every single episode, the change in the game. Billy and Joe, they bring the real talk. From the struggles of the wins to the late night walks. Voices of the people putting truth on blast. No filters, no masks, just facts that last. They shine a little light when the world feels cold. Conversations raw, turning stories to gold. From mental health battles to the dreams we chase.